We are going on a new adventure with someone that we know for some place we've never been. Follow along so you can see what we're up to. Those piles right there, that's from a dredge. So if they're dredging, you can probably figure out where I'm at. There's only a few places in the state where we did a lot of dredging.
Get out of here, that guy's mad I'm talking.
What makes piles like that, Jack?
Dredging.
Yeah, exactly. That will be a clue to our viewers on where the hell we're at.
I got you. Get out of here.
Well, it collapsed a little bit right where you're standing.
There's ore all over this. It's all over here.
Yeah, it still looks pretty crumbly.
Well, it's crumbly. The air's not alive. I'm just going to this ribbon.
It doesn't feel like it's got any ventilation to it. I don't feel a draft.
I think this wraps to the other.
It could. It could have a cross cut. No, it looks like it faces out.
Right here, dirt roads.
Yeah, it's caved. Yeah, that's a cave in. Starting to rain pretty good now.
There's some cool shit.
Yep.
Hey, get out of there. Get out of there.
Careful, dog. You don't pick one of them up that has nails in it. Oh, it's an old logging mill. Would make sense why they'd have one. Don't know what that was. Building of some sorts. So yes, we are in grizzly country. We are in a mountain full of mining. And we're just kind of poking around, seeing what we can see. This, what's left of said ghost town that I'm at now, that we're at, I haven't been to since I was like 13. It's been a minute. Well, they weren't using that back in the 1800s. did have power. I'm not totally familiar on when this town was in full operation. Obviously, it's probably 1900s, 20s maybe, most likely. What? Puppy dog. What do you think, Jack? 1920s?
Yeah.
The electrical kind of looks 1920s. And this is all saw cut lumber. All milled boards. That's it. This is in the 20s.
I think it's the 20s, huh?
Yeah. Well, they got a wood mill up there, and it's sitting on a trailer with like with a semi-modern axle on it.
So where are we at right now? What you got going?
Well, I'm not going to say the name,
Okay.
but it is named after the top of a. It's what you do when you get to the top of a mountain.
Top of a mountain, what we do. And we're going to be traveling up this road.
Yes.
So is this an actual town site though?
Yes, there was a town here.
Okay.
Most of which is long fallen down, and
You can see all the tailings.
Oh, yeah.
That's hardy right there. That's a lot of work.
there's quite a. We passed a lot of dredging on the way up here, and then there's a lot of like pot mark mines.
Okay.
You know, that I could see from the road.
Look at this big vat.
There's a gold, not a trommel, but a shaker down there.
Wait, and this fencing, you think this was part of the town site too? This was just kind of like a
It could have been.
little town fence or something?
Yeah, they could have put that up and to keep animals in here. This could have been someone's farm. You got to think, you got to feed the miners, so they probably had cattle in this.
Yeah. A lot of dredging and hard rock mining, it looks like.
Well, a lot of what we passed coming up here, they're basically mining into a gravel pile.
Okay.
This is some pretty gravelly shit that's up here. Stuff, sorry. That looks like that looks like some gold mining equipment.
Yeah. Go on there.
Well, it's 50s. It's got a generator on it.
That's cool.
Flathead? No, that is not a flathead. That is an overhead valve. 4-cylinder. Look at that. Still has the sediment bowl on it. That'd be worth money to somebody.
You see the belt?
What's left of it.
Still on it. Look at that. That's crazy.
Still got the
spark
no, this
plugs are still
V8.
in it, dude.
Yeah, this is a V8.
Look at that. Spark plugs.
It's got the carbontator on it still.
That's beautiful. Look at the paint. You don't see that paint
well,
either.
distributors horizontal and in the front. So this I'd say this is a Ford motor.
Yeah, there's spark plugs in it.
Yeah, this is a Ford motor.
Cool.
No idea on what the displacement would be. Could be like a 352 or
Look at
something.
the oil filter.
Housing still attached. It's not how you change it. Yeah, it's got the generator, motor mounts still on it, starter still on it.
Nice tires.
Transmission still on it. It's an automatic. This looks like the load chute for trommel or a classifier at least.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Really fine screen right there.
Those welds. Yep.
Those are farm welds right there.
Aircraft certified right there, buddy.
Oh yeah. Look at that.
Boeing would totally hire
Would they
that
take
guy.
a 3/4 plate and just weld it? This
Yeah.
whole thing?
Keep it simple.
Interesting.
Yeah, if you, just I guess if you can't weld good, weld a lot, right? Damn, this road's chewed up. Oh, this is unexpected. Oh, boots with tread next time, please. $18.69. Wow, that's cool. Nancy Wright, or Wright Nancy Millsoapy died 1869.
What do you got here?
This would be a gravesite.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Do we know who it is?
Right there on the board.
Oh, wow. Nancy. What year does that say?
1869.
1869.
Well, we know they were up here at least at that time.
Yeah. 1869. That's crazy. Look how rudimentary it is too.
I love the craftsmanship of the little fence though. That's actually really cool.
It is. It's
It
really
looks like a baby crib.
Yeah. I wonder if this was a child.
A lot of times they did this to keep, critters out of the grave.
Okay. You can see, is that like mortar poured over the grave, like cast over it, kind of?
Well, they did have rudimentary concrete back then.
Yeah. It almost looks like,
It could have been worked over throughout the years too. Hard saying.
This is pretty cool, man.
I mean, I don't want to talk down to bricklayers, but bricklayers ain't got shit on these guys for building walls out of rock.
Yeah, this is all rock right from here.
I mean, modern masonry, to get this, you just stick it to the side of a existing structure to make it look this way. They just built it out of rock. Not to mention they dug into this is some rocky shit out here, and they dug down into this pretty deep.
Yeah, you don't see this a lot. What is the year on this?
There's a sign up here. '69. 1863.
1863. All stone. Except for the trim and the board. Look at the sap still coming off that.
I imagine it was green as hell when they put that in there.
Yeah, this might be a recreation.
And I think the reason why it's burnt, all this shit looks burned, is because they'll burn it for preservation, because it'll
Treat the wood.
it'll last longer. Old-time cabin builders would do that. Imagine all the crushers were down there.
So, that foundation of the city we were just at,
Yeah.
people would come all the way down here to work in the mill?
You mean up here?
Yeah.
Probably. If not, they probably had cabins, you know, smattered about the woods in here.
Back in the 1800s.
So if this was 1863, if that's when they put this in here, they might have still been using leftover square-headed nails. But I don't see a lot of, you know, use for nails in here.
Right. A lot of bolts.
Yeah. There's some round nails up there. Oh, there's a square nail. Right below the right-hand side of the window there. There's a square nail in that 2x6.
This is a pretty crazy site, man.
Isn't it?
Yeah, we don't see this a lot in our stores. Not this stonework. And I mean, it's expertly done.
Raindrops falling on my
There's a lot
head.
of craftsmanship in this. A lot.
Well, it was definitely built to last.
Yeah.
Whether they wanted it to last this long or not.
I love those old frames sitting up there. That is so cool.
Yeah, and like this is all one building at one point.
Right. This is one building and it's clunking and moving and had people yelling and screaming.
Oh yeah, you know it was loud as hell in there.
Oh yeah. Check that out. All the window panes.
The glass is long gone.
Yeah. Yeah, window frame, man.
Look out, dog. You're gonna knock me over. Tool room? Oh, dude, I found this must be like a powder room.
Oh yeah. Check that out.
Jack's utility belt. Like Batman.
Let's check this out. Oh,
like-
look at that arch.
It's like the only intact room here.
That is cool.
I'll bet you that the door on this was probably about as thick as the one that was on the powder room at Fort Buford, about 3/16 1/4 inch.
Yeah, look at this. Yeah, take note of that door, huh? Check
Because
that
like
out.
obviously someone just lifted it off the hinges and they had to get it up here by horse. So you're not going to get like a 4-inch thick steel door up here. That would take a lot of manpower to muscle down into here. It would be like set the door first and then build everything else around it.
Right.
There's obviously a second floor to this.
Yeah. That's my favorite part, that window.
Yeah.
I don't know why, it's just so cool. Look at how they cut that wood. You don't see that with the arch, you know what I mean? That's 3 pieces of wood.
Craftsmanship that's
Instead of
that's
just a
long
square.
gone.
Just little details like that are just friggin' awesome.
That might just be a thumbnail pic.
That window
Maybe.
definitely could be.
Ground squirrels everywhere in here.
Oh, there's a couple cans here.
Careful around that wall. Like that top portion looks like it's about ready to topple over.
Yeah, it does.
I'm wondering if maybe they didn't, fire treat these because of the chemicals that they were using. You know that they were probably using cyanide in here.
Oh, absolutely.
Arsenic, cyanide. I always get those two mixed up. I think it was cyanide.
They were doing everything under the sun. I'm sure there were a couple different methods used throughout this, you know.
Because this isn't a ball mill. It's too small for a ball mill. They would have had hammers and shit in here.
Right, we would have seen the ball mill. They could have just been a crusher.
Yeah.
Right here. It's right on here.
Yeah, like up there at
yeah.
Maiden. You know, just a hammer mill.
Yep. No, 4. 1, 2.
Yeah, they could have just had a hammer mill or whatever the hell.
And then this, I don't know what this is all the.
This was probably where they had like their shaker tables and shit.
Okay. Yeah.
Because that's a little bit big for a man door, so I'd be willing to bet that's probably that's where all the finished material came out the building.
It's crazy that this is just out here like. It's definitely, you know, a cool site that I'm kind of glad it's preserved in a way. It's fenced, you know, respected. Fence is taken care of.
You can say what you want about mining, but those were much hardier men than we were, or ever will be.
Oh yeah. Just
and they did great things. They did great things with very little things and very underappreciated.
Well, too, this is it's a lifestyle. It's a life. You know what I mean? You can't clock out or clock in when you're going about business like this. Especially being on the frontier.
Well, I hear where they got their water from. So I was wondering where they got their water, because usually mills always have to have a water supply. There's a creek down there.
To build this as it was in today's money.
Yeah, this would be like a $3 million project.
It really would.
If you think about it, this is this is an incredibly labor-intensive way to build walls. This is more labor-intensive than bricks, because you have to find specific rocks that will interlock with each other.
Absolutely, and these are hand. This is hand, you know what I mean? There was a guy with a chisel and a mallet, and he was fashioning these rocks, working them.
You can see, like, where they were troweling this shit, too.
Oh, yeah.
But, yeah, this would be easily, if this was as it was when it was in operation, this would be easily a $3 million building.
And it's crazy, and the part that wows me the most is 1866. 1866, so...
They built this out of area country.
We weren't even a country for 100 years.
But we weren't even a state yet.
It was a territory. There were, natives running around. There was Indian wars with Custer. There was the Civil War was going on.
Yeah,
it's insane. And this wasn't vehicle. This was a group of people with a vision.
So, yeah, I didn't even think of it that way.
Yeah.
With the Civil War going on, everybody our age would have been fighting.
Oh, yeah.
So this was built by a bunch of gray bush dudes that were like, probably in their late 50s.
Absolutely.
So, this was all built by people that were too old for wartime.
Absolutely. And the crazy part, too, when you think about it, this almost reflects that New England construction vibe. It has like an English. Yeah, doesn't it? So this was probably stonemasons who were, whose fathers originally settled in the New England territories or colonies, and then 100 years later, that trade was passed on and executed flawlessly right here in the bush.
New users.
These roads are getting pretty steep. That wash right there. Yeah, there's like a couple of those going across the road that I had to negotiate. This thing's she's very top heavy right now. I got brought my extra gas because I didn't know how much moving, riding around I was gonna be doing up here, and I'm kind of regretting that decision right now. 21 pounds about up my solar plexus is it's a lot of weight to manage up here. Ah, you fucker. Oh, come on, get out. That was absolutely miserable. Holy Jesus. I've got way too much weight on this thing for doing this. I'm glad I got soft bags though. Get turned around so I can park on a better spot. Everything up here is on a damn hill. Nice little waterfall there though. That's kind of pretty. No, just wait for Jack. Ooh. Is it open? Well, the water's not all, 13 different colors of yellow. Oh! Come sit a spell. Relax in memory of our buddy digger Stevens. June 1957, January 2003. This looks like it was their mine. Or this was for water control. I don't know if this is for water control or if this was their mine. But they got a in memory of sign right here.
Yeah, check out this old siding too, man. Holy cow. It's all boarded up and everything.
I don't know if that was for irrigation or if that was the adit.
Get out of there. Get out. Greta, get out of there.
Well, at least you got cleaner water down there.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
To your left, by your left knee, there's a sign there.
Really?
Well, they had something anchored right there. Wonder what they had anchored there. A generator, maybe? Well, then that must have been what was there, a generator. Oh yeah. Yeah, this was for a generator. They typically leave a space in the middle open so you can get to like the oil pan and stuff. They had a generator here.
Really a big one too, huh?
What's this over here? All sorts of weird things. I wonder if that wasn't for water. No, they got a pipe in the ground over here, a big one. Yeah.
That has to be the vent. Wouldn't you think?
Huh?
Wouldn't you think that's the vent? Is that mine over there?
Well, they're going the opposite directions.
Yeah, that is true. This is a really cool stream.
Yeah, it is.
I bet you if you spend enough time up here, you get some flakes from it.
Oh, I'm sure if you just dug into the hillside up here, you'd get some flake out of it.
Yeah, this whole thing is just like quartz and all sorts of different.
Yeah, there's a lot of quartz in this.
A lot of different taste rocks, huh?
I can't tell what that is.
I think it's just algae. Oh.
It looks like it's part of the rock.
It does. That looks rich, doesn't it?
Whatever it is. Oh, look, here's another one. Yep.
They're all over.
Definitely probably why they were digging around up here.
Yeah, this whole area's been dug out. Everything. Look at all the rocks they pulled out of this.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. I don't know if this is washed or hauled in. Like, did they pull this? Is it all this from up here, or you know what I mean?
Right.
Kind of looks like it was just dumped there by a dump truck. Come on, people. Guess I can't get too mad. These cans do not look like they're from this decade. So,
No.
no.
Oh yeah, this is a burn pit.
That's an old can. Some of this looks relatively new. With
Beanies.
lemon. Diet Coke with
Imported.
lemon.
I'm surprised there's no equipment here. They pulled it.
Scrappers probably came up here and drug it all out.
You think so?
Yeah, this thing ain't long for the world. Oh, tripped over the miner rail.
Oh yeah.
Ah, it's gonna get you.
Oh yeah. Check that out.
So I'm gonna assume that's the outhouse. It's like the only thing
crazy.
still standing. This whole wall just.
Yeah, the whole thing caved in. How crazy is that? You think this was a house?
Well, it's what the outhouse is next to, so I would imagine so. Is there anything else down here? Oh, it keeps going quite a ways. I think it will, but I don't. You know, it doesn't look like it's a very well-traveled road. Holy jeez, climbing this was miserable. That sucked. I had to ride like that outer edge right there, and my front tire's not wanting to grip this. Not at all. You can see my track going right there. Yeah, that was a bit gnarly. It's like all wet down there too, still. Good thing I didn't go off into that. It would have been a mess. That was, but they wanted it to be there for a while. There's some modern structure with a bunch